Hey, don't get anxious. Get prepared. Your career engineer right here. And today we're going to be talking about some top career push-ups from a graduates graduating this year, next year, the year after, but particularly those that's getting ready to walk across that aisle. We've got some push-ups that can help you increase the power of all the things you're doing so you can get that job before those student loans come due. So, hey, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back and we're going to talk to my graduates and their parents who might be anxious right now. Don't go away. Hey y'all, I'm back. I just had to figure out something. Okay, hey, what's up? Career engineer right here. What's up? And congratulations to all of the classes who are graduating. If you're new to our broadcast here, if you have a question or comment about anything we say here today, or you have a question about the career of business space, hit me up. Info at tcenow.com. Again, info at tcenow.com, which also says subscribe, follow, like, share, comment, all that stuff on the platform you're enjoying this on. And of course, make sure you view us at tcenow.com. So listen, those graduates, we're so proud of you, your hard work. And some of you are even the graduates who had to still endure some of the COVID drama and COVID policies, but you made it. Now it's time for your next step. So here's some 5 push-ups that can help you get to wherever you are planning to go. Keyword there, plan. So, one of the favorite push-ups I've had, which I think start this whole thing, is define yourself or be defined. I cannot say that push-up enough. It is like the bedrock. It starts everything. You have to define yourself, right? If not, I will do it for you. And that's kind of like what's going on all over the planet. So, my graduates, you define yourself. If you want to be treated as A game, or you think you're A game, or you want to be received as A game talent, act like it all the way around, holistically, in everything, in your gifts, your talents, your abilities, and your skills, and the way you put yourself together, the way you speak, the way you engage, the way you stand up. If you want to be A game, you need to act like it. That's what define yourself or be defined is all about. So using that push up will really be the bedrock for your next step. What's my next one for you? The interview push up, because this is where the magic moments happen, but you can't sell what you don't know. I've said this for years. Some of y'all are tired of me saying it, but I'm going to say it again. You can't sell what you don't know. The interview is where you're sharing who you are and what you bring, your gifts and your talents, your knowledge, your abilities, the academics that you guys have, the leadership you did on and off campuses, your work experiences, your research, all those good things. So even when you're at this interview where you're going to sell these wonderful things about your product, you still got to practice. Don't let your interview be the practice session. Big mistake. Interviewing is a skill, just like everything else you learned in school. You've got to practice the skill so you can know how to sell your knowledge, your gifts, your talents, your performance, your accomplishments, and your leadership. Y'all know I call that pals. You've got to be confident enough to share it. You breathe in, you push it out with all smiles and looking like A game. You've got to share it with confidence. An interviewer should not have to pull out your goodies out of you, not to my college graduates, right? So take that push up to heart. You can't sell what you don't know. The resume, the next thing, right? Another push up for you. Maximize what you have. Oh my goodness. Minimize what you don't. Most of my college graduates do the reverse. I see everything you don't have. You don't have strong work history, so you're sharing everything about work history. No, maximize what you have. And this is whether you're a traditional student or a transitioning student, older student. If you have those academics, boom, maximize it. Great leadership, maximize it. Fresh perspective, command of technology, maximize it, right? Those other skills that you've learned too, crisis orientation or problem solving. When I say crisis orientation, not that you're always freaking out, I'm saying you can handle a crisis, right? These types of things. Soft skills are very important as well. So you've got to maximize what you have. If you have strong, exceptional experience and you're strong in that, maximize it. So either your fresh perspective or been there, done that. What's your story? Whatever it is, you have to maximize it. And that piece of paper, digital or otherwise, is the first work sample about your brand that you're putting out in the atmosphere. put some time into it because I'm going to judge you based on what I see. Again, remember, you want to be A-game talent, you got to look like it. You can't put a resume together in 5 minutes. And no, AI is not your savior. It can help. It can start the juices flowing, but this thing needs to be about you. So let's do all that, right? So maximize what you have, minimize what you don't. Very important with resume development. Oh, my favorite push up, of course. I've got so many of them, but networking, networking, networking. Here's my push up for you with networking. It's not who you know, it's who knows you. So make sure, I mean, come on, as a student, those of you in colleges or community college, 4-year schools, graduates, going to professional school, my law students, my medical students, all of you, you've had plenty of time to connect in those spaces and places that matter to you for your next level up. Okay. So if you don't network, you get net. I mean, the word ain't no joke, right? If you don't work it, you have net. Net is like zero, like nada, nothing's happening here. So your student organization, government organizations, your student governments, things of that nature, sororities, fraternities, outside of a campus, right? Outside of class, if you're working somewhere, you can be networking, volunteering, sports, anywhere you're plugged in, you can meet another human being. And there's ways to network. If you don't know how, get our how to network the TCE way. You can go to our TCEnow.com, go to our store, buy it. You'll know how we feel about networking. But it's not so much a whole bunch of people knowing you. It's about you having some critical quality-based connections that can really you can tap into their community, right? So networking is important. So it's not who you know, it's who knows you. Okay, that's very important. Last but definitely not least, our job search push up. This is important because I know, you guys are coming out into a time where there's, the numbers look good. They're shifting a bit. Yes, you're hearing about layoffs and more layoffs, right? But we're also looking at a low unemployment rate. Job numbers come out the second Friday of the month. So pay attention to the policies and the reports. If you don't know where to find all that data, come on, tcenow.com. You can join our newsletter and know what's going on. But here's my push up. When there is no wind, you have to row. You got to row. You're going to sit in water that's not moving. So get your oars out or push, right? So job searches work. If you want a great opportunity, and it's more than just money. Everybody wants to get paid the best deal they can. And I'm with you with that. But it's deeper than that. We learned that during the pandemic, didn't we? It's not just about the money. It's about maintainable, meaningful, sustainable work and doing the thing you love to do. Your calling, whatever that is, where you want to contribute. So job search is work, and you have got to sometimes step out the boat. What it works for Susie may not work for Jane. You got to find out what works for you. So there's a lot of due diligence and research that you should do to develop a market that works for you. But college graduates, you do know you have a career services office at your school. Many of y'all waited till senior year to tap into it. Bad move, but hey, tap into them. Alumni associations, all those kind of things. Go to the job fairs, do the traditional stuff, but also don't forget that quality of networking. But it is work, and you're going to have to work your plan. All right. So listen, thank you guys for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed this broadcast. Feel free to leave any comments in the chat area. We will respond. We will get right back to you with your comments or questions. Make sure, again, you find us at tcenow.com. So you don't miss any fresh content that might come up. Make sure you subscribe, hit that button, set your reminders, share and like, all that kind of good stuff. And we do thank you for being here and being a part of our broadcast. Remember, we're your career engineer, but we say, don't get anxious, always get prepared. God bless and have an amazing and prosperous month.